Hello, my lovelies inside Femme Forte. My name is Zoe. If you're new here, if this is your first time seeing me, hello, I'm Zoe. I'm the creator of this group. Looks like I've got a link that keeps popping up and I need to change that one. Okay, so today is day one of Soulful Sales. So I want to talk about that. So yes, let me introduce myself. I'm Zoe. I started my business in 2020 and I started my business as a money coach and launched my signature money course, Rich Girl School. And that was how I began. But then I started to create all these different courses and I started to coach people on other things like sales and building your business and strategy and stuff like that. So I kind of teach a lot of different things due to everything that I've had to learn and, you know, the trials and errors that I've experienced. So I am doing 7 days of Soulful Sales. That's what we're doing here. And today's day one. So if you're here, say hello. And if you're watching the replay, also say hello. And let me know if you're watching live or the replay. So I want to talk about Soulful Sales. And the first day here is about sales for the love of people. So, you know, I'm launching a program. It's called Queen. I'm going to invite you to that, just so you know. But I do want to talk about the main thing that's happening. Well, in a business. So, most people who want a business, they've got to sell. They've got to sell things. So like your offers, you know, your offers, your one-on-one, your group coaching, or whatever you have. And this is something that many people I've seen are afraid to do. They don't do it every day. They do it once a week or once a month and expect things to happen, and it's not happening. So I want to take the approach, well, at least today, that sales is this love that you have for people, that you are showing up and offering something out of the love that you have for people and the transformation that you know that you can give them. Now, this is just really a perspective that you can take on sales, because in the end, when you really think about it, sales depends on how you look at it. It's your perception of what it means that maybe you're selling something and if you're doing it daily. So take the perspective that sales is this love that you have for people, that you are giving to them, through the offer that you are selling, promoting, writing about, talking about every day, hopefully. Now, that may not be the case because of whatever limiting beliefs or thoughts, you know, assumptions that you have about yourself doing sales every day or having, you know, making sales every day, showing up, posting your link, calling people to action, and what is the perspective? So I would love to hear from you. What is the perspective that you have on sales? And can you take the perspective that sales is your heart showing up here on a daily basis, or at least many times a week, okay, if not daily? I know I don't always sell daily. It really just depends. I just was traveling, so I had about 4 days where I was returning home, unpacking, settling, resting, and just decompressing from my trip. So I may not have sold every day, but that just happens sometimes. So yeah, what is the perspective that you're taking on sales? And, you know, I love how my signature money course, Rich Girl School, is highly connected to sales, because sales is money. And so that's why I talk about sales. And I've had things about sales too. I just had this thing come to mind where like I was selling for another company, and when I'm not working there, I don't want to sell for them. I don't want to sell for them, this company that I used to work for. And I love their company. I love what they offer. It's just that when you're selling something for yourself, well, it could be different. Everybody could be experiencing something different. Like, oh, maybe it's easy for you to sell when it's not your thing. But when it's your thing, maybe it is more difficult for you to show up and sell that thing and have the confidence. Okay, so what I see is that for me, when it's something that is mine, okay, and I'm building this business and I'm the one here showing up and giving the value to the people, I find it more inspiring for me to do that as opposed to selling for a company, somebody else. Hi, Teresa, and I'm totally talking about Landmark, which I didn't say. Hi, Teresa. So, today we are talking about sales as love for people and giving them your love. So what I see is missing for people showing up in their business online is many things. It can really be many things, like a lack of self-confidence in what you're sharing or what you're selling. It can be that you have a loss of power. You don't feel self-expressed. You're not able to express yourself without feeling insecure or, confident in either what you're selling or yourself, or there's like an imposter syndrome, like, who am I to be doing this? Who am I to be doing this? To be offering this, putting this price tag on the thing that I'm offering, and, making promises to my potential clients. Who am I? So that could be, imposter syndrome. But if you take the case that you love people and you want to impact people because you love them, and that love is also coming from loving yourself, that you care so much about people and that they get this transformation that you're offering. You care that they get this. And so that can also be behind you showing up and selling every day and doing what you're inspired to do. Okay. That's another thing, like an inspiration to innovate. So, and when I'm talking about innovation, I'm talking about a couple of things, like being creative and creating something out of just like nothing. Like you see a need, you see that you wanted to create something, a course, okay, for example. So nobody told me, oh, you should go create this course. I created this course, and it was really out of my own creativity and just my like love for creating things and like compiling these different attributes inside one course with an outcome. So for example, Queen, it was created as boss, and okay, I have a reminder just coming up. So Queen was created as boss. So Queen is Boss Remastered, and I created that in 2022. And now I created it as Queen. It's still the same. It still has boss. You still get all the boss modules, which are 6 different modules, because that was a 6-week program too. And I created that because I wanted to, it was like I wanted to help people step into their leadership. That's what I wanted to do. And so I saw the places where people got stopped in stepping into their leadership, which is why inside Queen, the very first thing that I'm doing is quantum time release, which is going to release negative emotions, limiting beliefs that you may have that stop you from having self-confidence, that stop you from self-expressing whatever it is that you're here to self-express, that stop you from being creative, just having creativity, like trusting in yourself that you are creative and that whatever you create, you could just launch it and put a price on it and you just do it. You just do it. This is the quantum time release, also known as subconscious block clearing workshop, is also going to clear, blocks that you have to receiving money in your business, blocks that you have to showing up and selling in your business, for example. And I'm very excited for that. So Teresa said, that's why I love sharing the communication courses, because I love people and my belief level is so high in the difference I will make for them. And I don't have to do all the follow-up. Yeah. Awesome. Love that. I love the communication courses and I'm learning to love them even more. So take the case again. I'm just going to repeat myself that sales is your love for people. And so if you love people, then why wouldn't you show up and write every day or show up live or create a story or whatever it is? Why wouldn't you do that if you love people? And I get that sometimes we don't always love people, but when you really look underneath it all, you do love people. And I'm assuming that I'm only talking to people who have a love for people, because you're here to author your own business, that it goes the way that you say, and it goes the way you say, just because you say. So another thing that I like to share is that, I would say that it's not that I have an aversion to business coaches. It's that I don't want to be told what to do and how to do it, especially when it comes to my business, which for me is a creative place that I get to create it however I want. So I will see the way maybe business coaches do something or, some strategy that they're using. And I take that and I can turn it into my own thing. Maybe there's a piece of it that just doesn't vibe with you. And so you're like, I'm going to take this and leave the rest. Okay. And then you use that strategy in a way that feels good to you. Okay. I'm not saying every day that you're going to love every single part of what you need to do in your business. There was many things that I've had to learn how to do, and it takes something to learn how to use technology and, just taking all the actions that there are to take. And I'm just getting back into that in the last 3-4 months now. And it's fun because I'm signing clients. Hi, Leela. How are you? Good to see you here. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm like, is that the correct Leela? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that is my invitation. Okay, cool, Teresa. Yeah, I would love to have you in there. That would be super awesome. And you'll love the quantum time release. So take the case again that sales is you showing up with the love that you have in your heart for people. You're offering what you're offering because you love humanity and you have a commitment to the transformation of people. And if you would love to come and join me in Queen, I will drop the link here. I'm not sure that the link here is for Queen. I think it's for Ritual School. It's an old link. So I will drop the link. If you need the link, just say, hey, send me the link and I can send it to you. And just remember, when those thoughts get in the way of you writing what you want to write, sharing, posting what you want to sell, and selling every day, just remember that. I love people. And therefore, this is a good thing. This is a good thing that I'm selling every day. And I'm sharing about what I have to offer. Just remember that. Okay. Now, Queen. If you step inside Queen, it's $33. And that is an unbelievable price. We're going for 6 weeks. We have all new content being recorded inside Queen for 6 weeks. I know I said that, you guys, just bear with me. I'm a little bit tired still from my trip and like handling all the things in my life and bringing integrity back into my life after a week of like kind of going out of integrity. Okay, so 6 weeks live, plus you get access to the member portal for Boss, which was the very first program that I created. So it's almost like you're getting 2 programs, except for it's all in one, and it's going to be amazing. You get access to me for unlimited Q&A. We're in a Facebook group. I'm delivering everything inside the Facebook group. Plus you get the portal. Very first thing that we're doing is we're going to get scheduled with the group of women that are here joining us. We're going to get the quantum time release scheduled, because that is the very first thing that we want to do, is clear out what's ever in the way. Okay. Cause this is an activation, but it's going to be like a weekly, setting you up for success. Go take these actions in your business, write the thing you want to write, say what you want to say, post what you want to post, show up live, go do that thing that you've been putting off type of stuff. That's what we're going to do week to week, and really just activating this cool, calm, collected Queen that shows up in her business, and it becomes what you want it to be because you say that and you take the actions. And thank you, Teresa. I love that. So Queen is $33. The link should be right here. And if you need it, just let me know. But remember, sales is loving people. So go on, take that, and run with it, my loves. And I'll see you inside Queen, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of Soulful Sales. Okay?